Let's say we've got these two forest, test.com exam. When I say two forest, meaning they're two different organizations, in fact, which don't know each other, or probably they're planning to collaborate, and probably in future they're going to collaborate with each other. Okay, so this is one organization, and this is a domain with the forest name. As you know, the forest name is also the same, test.com. So this is another organization with the domain, and the forest name is also the same. Okay. Now, let's say they plan to collaborate in the future. You know, they're supposed to work on a project together, and they will have users from here actually going into this location and probably working in this office. Microsoft as an organization, very huge organization, and they've got different partners working with them. And many times these partners have to visit Microsoft premises, right, to work over there. And then, you know, what happens when the user from test.com comes to exam.com? So when this user comes over here and he tries to log in, are they going to create a user account for him over here?
No.
What do you think?
But then he needs to log in. So,
yeah, he needs to log in. But then for every vendor, if I go on creating user accounts, it's a tedious task, isn't it?
yeah.
Instead of doing my work, I'm managing vendors.
Yeah.
Pardon? So what can be done is between this test.com and exam.com, we can build something known as a trust relationship, which I will show you how that's done. It's both the domains knowing each other, acknowledging each other. When this user comes in, let's say, you know, this user ABC, he comes in and he tries to log in, you know, and he says, my name is ABC / test.com. This is my domain name, right? And this is my password. Now, obviously, this domain does not have any information about this guy. But if there is a trust relationship, then exam.com will say that, okay, I have a trust relationship with test.com. Let me forward the authentication request to test.com and let test.com decide what to do with it, whether it has to be allowed or no. And test.com then, you know, gives me a reply, hey, this user's valid password, please give him access. And that is when exam.com is going to allow me to log in, authenticate. And this can be done only when you build up a trust relationship between these two domains. Okay, please understand these are two different forests. So when there are two different forests, you need to create the trust relationship manually. Yeah, because obviously, no, because they're two different organizations. But what if you had something like this, test.com, which is your forest, and you know, then your domain name is first domain is test.com itself, and then the second domain that you set up in the same forest is exam.com. And when you do something like this, these two domains will have automatic trust between the two.
Right. Because the
they
parent
will automatically
is the same.
That's because the forest is the same, not the parent domain.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Forest.
Right.
The forest name is the same. So two domain trees in the same forest will have an automatic trust relationship built between each other. So what I'm telling you is the advantages of a forest. The first advantage that we already saw is a common schema. The second advantage that we saw, you have an automatic trust relationship between the two root domains.